Hello everyone, welcome back to today's story. In this episode, jealousy turns into danger when Mai, consumed by heartbreak, hires a man named Dewey to threaten Tuna and force her to end her relationship with Alex. What begins as a simple day of peace and love on the farm soon spirals into fear and confrontation. As Tuna finds herself and baby Henry facing real danger. But when Alex learns what happened, he won't stay silent. His determination to protect the woman he loves sets off a storm of emotions that even Mai can't control. Stay tuned until the end to see how far jealousy can push someone and whether love will truly overcome fear. And don't forget to subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to us. The golden afternoon sun spills over the orchard, painting everything in soft warmth. Tuna wraps the last few potato cakes carefully in banana leaves, their fragrant steam rising into the air. She places them neatly into a basket and wipes her hands on her apron, her smile gentle. These cakes are for Mrs. Tang, a token of gratitude, and she's even saved a few for Alex's mother. Her heart feels light, glowing like the fading sunlight. At home, baby Henry stirs awake, his big round eyes blinking curiously at the world. "Good morning, my little sunshine," Tuna coos, lifting him gently into her arms. She wraps a thin scarf around his shoulders, humming softly as she leads him to the small temple courtyard where children often play. Henry's giggles echo through the quiet afternoon, each sound chasing away Tuna's tiredness from the morning chores. Inside the house, her mother returns from the market, her face flushed but cheerful. She sets down a basket of fresh greens and looks at Tuna with quiet pride. "You're working at Alex's company, right?" she asks, eyes sparkling. "He's a good man. If things go well, maybe you'll have an easier life, my daughter." Her tone carries hope, the kind of hope only mothers hold for their children. But the mention of Alex's name stirs another emotion far away, not in Tuna's heart, but in Mai's. Across town, Mai sits at her vanity, her reflection staring back cold and unreadable. Her mother's earlier words ring in her ears. "Alex is doing well these days. You two were close before, weren't you?" Mai forces a smile. "We rarely see each other." "He's busy," she replies, voice flat, though her chest tightens painfully. The truth is, she's seen him. Or rather, she's seen who he's with. That woman from the farm, the one with the child. Every time she pictures them together, the warmth in his eyes, the tenderness in his gestures, jealousy burns through her veins like acid. She presses her lips together, trying to suppress it, but the bitterness keeps rising. Finally, she picks up her phone and scrolls to a familiar name. "Dewey," she says when he answers. Her voice is low and sharp, her tone leaving no room for misunderstanding. "I have a job for you." On the other end, Dewey chuckles, his tone casual. "Same kind of job as before?" "Go to her farm," Mai cuts in. "Tell her to stay away from Alex. Warn her. Make sure she understands what'll happen if she doesn't." Her words are ice, deliberate, controlled, but her eyes flicker with raw emotion. "I don't care what you do. Just make her afraid enough to back off." There's a pause. Then Dewey says simply, "Understood." Mai hangs up, her hand trembling slightly. She stares out the window as dusk begins to settle, the sky turning violet and gray. For a moment, She imagines Alex standing there, smiling at her the way he used to. But the image fades quickly. Her jealousy, once just a shadow, now has a pulse, alive, consuming. She whispers to herself, "If I can't have peace, neither can she." Back at the small wooden house, night creeps in slowly. The soft light of the oil lamp flickers across Tuna's face as she sets a small plate of cakes on the table. She glances at her phone. No new messages. Alex hasn't called. Probably busy, she murmurs, forcing a little smile. She picks up a piece of cake, then sets it down again. The air feels unusually heavy. Henry babbles from the mat, his laughter the only sound breaking the silence. Outside, the wind rustles through the banana trees. Then, a sound. The creak of the front gate. Tuna looks up, confused. She wasn't expecting anyone. The door opens slowly. A tall man steps inside, unfamiliar, broad-shouldered, his expression cold and uninviting. His eyes scan the small room, pausing on the child before fixing on Tuna. His voice is deep and menacing when he speaks. "You're Tuna?" Tuna stiffens, instinctively pulling Henry closer. "Yes. Who are you?" The man takes a step forward, his tone turning harsh. "Stay away from Alex." Tuna's breath catches. "What?" "You heard me," he says, his words cutting through the air. "If you don't, things will get ugly. For you and your kid." Her heart drops. The color drains from her face as she stares at him, clutching Henry so tightly the child begins to whimper. "Why are you saying this? Who sent you?" She whispers, her voice trembling. The man smirks, as if amused by her fear. "You don't need to know that. Just remember what I said." He turns and leaves, the door slamming shut behind him. The sound echoes like thunder in the quiet night. For a moment, Tuna can't move. The room feels smaller, colder. Henry's cries break her trance, and she collapses onto the floor, hugging him close as tears spill down her cheeks. Her safe little world, her home, her peace has just been violated. "Who could hate me this much?" she whispers, trembling. "Why?" The oil lamp flickers weakly as wind seeps through the cracks in the wall. The warmth that once filled this place is gone, replaced by an invisible chill that won't let her breathe. Hours later, her phone buzzes. Alex's name flashes on the screen. Her heart leaps. Finally, his call. But when she answers, his tone is urgent, distracted. "Tuna, have you seen anything strange today? Any strangers around?" Tuna hesitates. "Why? What's wrong?" "There's been some trouble," he says, voice tight. "One of our shipments went missing. I think someone's targeting us, maybe even watching the house." Her stomach turns cold. "Someone came here, Alex. A man. He threatened me." Silence. Then Alex's voice, low and furious. "What? Who?" "I don't know. He didn't say a name." "I'm coming right now." "No, don't," she pleads, fear choking her words. What if it's dangerous? But Alex doesn't answer. Just the sound of his engine starting in the background. Outside, the night deepens. Tuna locks every window, every door, her hands still shaking. Henry finally falls asleep, his tiny body warm in her arms. But Tuna can't rest. The man's words replay endlessly in her mind, like a curse that won't fade. Stay away from Alex. She sits in the dim glow, staring at the phone, praying Alex will arrive safely. Meanwhile, miles away, Alex speeds down the wet road, headlights cutting through the darkness. His jaw is set, his mind spinning with anger and fear. Whoever dared to threaten Tuna, they had crossed a line. The rain begins to fall, soft at first, then heavier. It beats against the windshield, matching the storm inside him. "Hang on, Tuna," he mutters under his breath. "I'm coming." The wipers move back and forth like the ticking of a clock, every second dragging him closer to confrontation. He doesn't know who's behind this, not yet. But one thing is certain: he won't let anyone hurt her. Back at the small wooden house, Tuna sat by the flickering lamp, eyes glued to the door. Every rustle of wind, every creak of bamboo made her flinch. Henry slept soundly against her chest, his small breath soft and steady. She brushed a tear from her cheek, whispering, "It's okay, Mommy's here." But deep inside, she didn't believe her own words. A distant roar cut through the sound of rain. Headlights flared outside the window. Tuna's breath hitched. "Alex." She ran to open the door before he could knock. He stood there soaked, rain dripping from his hair, his shirt clinging to his body. The moment he saw her, his expression shifted from anger to raw relief. "You're safe," he breathed, pulling her into a tight embrace. For a moment, the world seemed to stop. The sound of the storm faded as he held her, his heartbeat pounding against her ear. "What happened?" he asked quietly. Tuna stepped back, her hands trembling as she recounted every detail. The strange man, his threat, his cold warning. Alex's face hardened with each word. When she finished, he said nothing for a long while. Finally, his voice came out low and steady. "It was Mai." Tuna froze. "Mai?" "She's been acting strange for weeks," he said, pacing slowly. "She called me 2 days ago, asking questions about you, about the farm. I brushed it off, but now..." He clenched his jaw. "It all makes sense." Tuna shook her head, disbelief and hurt mixing in her eyes. "But why would she do this? What did I ever do to her?" Alex looked at her, sorrow flickering behind his anger. "Because she can't accept that I chose you." Silence filled the room, broken only by the rain pounding on the roof. Tuna sank to the chair, holding Henry close. "I don't want trouble, Alex. I just want peace for me and my child." "You'll have it," he said firmly. "I won't let her touch you." But the truth was, Alex didn't know how deep Mai's bitterness ran, or how far she'd go to protect what she thought was hers. Meanwhile, in a quiet cafe downtown, Mai sat by the window, staring into her untouched cup of coffee. Dewey entered, his raincoat dripping, his expression casual. "It's done," he said, sliding into the seat across from her. "I warned her, told her to back off." Mai's lips curved into a thin smile. "And?" She looked terrified, Dewey replied, almost amused. "Mission accomplished." For a brief second, Mai felt a surge of grim satisfaction, but it faded quickly, replaced by a strange emptiness. Her heart thudded uncomfortably. "Good," she murmured, stirring her coffee, though she had no intention of drinking it. Dewey leaned back, eyeing her carefully. "You really care about this guy, huh?" She slammed her spoon onto the saucer, startling Dewey. "She ruined everything," Mai hissed under her breath. "He was supposed to be with me." "Maybe you should just let it go," Dewey said cautiously. You don't want this to get ugly. Mai's eyes turned icy. It's already ugly. Dewey raised his hands in surrender. Fine, but I've done what you asked. I'm out after this. He stood up, tossing a few bills onto the table before walking out, leaving Mai alone with her thoughts and her regret. The next morning, the storm had passed. Sunlight filtered through the cracks in the bamboo walls, warming the cool air. Tuna stepped outside, the yard glistening with dew. Alex was already up, talking on his phone near the motorbike. His voice was calm, but clipped, controlled anger simmering beneath every word. Yeah, I want every camera checked, he said into the phone. Find out who hired that man. If it's Mai, I'll handle it myself. When he hung up, he turned toward Tuna, his expression softening. I'm sorry you had to go through this, he said quietly. You shouldn't have been dragged into this mess. Tuna smiled weakly. You don't need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. But I did, he murmured. I let my past linger too close to my present. She walked closer, placing a hand over his. You can't control what other people do, Alex. You can only control what you protect and who you love. Her words hit him harder than he expected. For the first time that night, the tightness in his chest eased. He pulled her into a quiet embrace, whispering, I won't let anything happen to you again. Henry's laughter echoed from inside the house, bright and innocent. It was a sound that reminded them both why they were fighting, why they had to stay strong. But peace was short-lived. That afternoon, as Tuna hung laundry on the line, a car pulled up near the gate. The same one she'd seen before, Dewey's dark sedan. Her heart skipped. The door opened, and this time, Mai stepped out. She was dressed sharply, her face unreadable, her heels clicking against the wet ground as she approached. Mai? Tuna said softly, clutching the clothespin in her hand. Why are you here? Mai stopped a few feet away, folding her arms. To make things clear, she said, Alex doesn't belong here. You don't belong with him. Tuna's voice trembled. Why are you doing this? You don't even know me. Mai's eyes glimmered with suppressed rage. I know enough. I know how people like you work, pretending to be innocent, crawling your way into someone's heart until you take everything that isn't yours. Tuna's breath caught. You're wrong. I never took anything. Alex came to me because he wanted to, not because I asked. For a moment, silence hung heavy between them, until Mai took a step closer. Stay away from him, she warned. Or next time, it won't just be words. Before Tuna could respond, Alex's voice thundered from behind her. Mai! Both women turned. Alex stood at the doorway, fury radiating off him. That's enough. Mai froze, her confidence faltering. Alex! Don't, he snapped. You've gone too far already. Threatening her? Sending someone to scare her? Is this what you've become? Mai's lips parted, but no words came out. The shame burned her cheeks, though her pride refused to crumble completely. I just wanted you to see who she really is. I already know who she is, Alex said firmly. She's the woman I love, and the one I'll protect, no matter what it takes. The words hit Mai like a blow. Her breath shuddered. For a second, her anger melted into pain, then solidified again, sharp and bitter. Fine, she said coldly. But don't come crying when she breaks your heart." She turned sharply and walked away, her heels splashing through the puddles as her car sped off down the road. The moment she was gone, Alex turned to Tuna. Her hands were shaking, eyes glistening with tears she refused to let fall. He took her hands gently. "It's over," he said softly. "She won't bother you again."